You walk in. You've come at the reception there. So we'll have two types of people. Now, assuming this person in the car, there were 5 of them. So is the car for the building? Yes, it's come in, but it's not the only person within the car. You might have 5 or 4 people. So the moment you enter in, we'll only recognize an employee of the building. So how are we recognizing an employee of the building? We're recognizing an employee based on, 1, their ID. So employees have got IDs. So if you've got your ID, you just come there and tap, and you enter the building. And your ID allows you to go to a specific floor. So within the building, I think you're going to also come into it at some point, because we'll keep on running the thing Thursday as we go forward. Within the building, there are some places that you would not want people to go in. For example, a data center, because we've got a data center here. And sometimes there will be people that just come in to just write the exams. So their access is only 2 hours. Then we've got some people that will come here as consultants. They may be working only for 2 days. Then we've got the employees. So the card that we'll give out, these cards are being done here. So we'll be able to show each other how we do those systems. So the card that we'll give you will give you access to specific parts of the building. So if you've come to write the exams, sometimes they will just open for you. Then you can control from there, or we'll give you a card and you go and write your exams. So someone that goes to write the exams is not allowed to come to floor number 5, for example. So we've been able to control from that side. So maybe the question is, some of you guys will go and drink. What if you roast your card from that side? And you come in the morning, you can use facial recognition. We'll still know you've come in. And I should add that when we were designing these systems was the time of the COVID. So the other question that came during the time of the COVID is, what if this is an employee but is sick? So we're able to pick the temperature. If your temperature is high, you'll not be allowed to come in. I didn't tell you, Ruth, yeah? So we've been able to integrate a number of things within the system. So when I come in, it's able to pick and say, this is Wisely. I'm not sure you're able to see. So it writes Sparc systems and the name of that person. We've captured that person based on your face, or you've used your card. If you are someone that we don't know, it will also refuse. Okay, we're starting from there. So someone that we know has come in, we've given them specific access to the parts of the building. This one can be based on the role of the person, because some people, you would want to give them a floor, some you want to give them access, for example, to the data center. So we use what is called the role-based access control. What's your role in the building? So let's look at it. You've come into the building. We've captured that data, right? I know at that point to say what time you've come in the building and what time you're going out. Then, based on your role, we've got all those analytics that we're able now to pull all the data. So if I've got the data that shows that you as an employee, maybe you're always coming at 2 p.m. What do I do with that data? We're able to do system integrations. So assuming I've got all that data, and I decide to push that to the HR system, then the HR system should be able to calculate and say, if your salary was 100,000 kwacha, for this month, we're giving you 20,000 kwacha. You can see how the systems are talking to each other. Most of you guys, if I come to your offices, you'll be writing there, okay, I've come at 6. And sometimes someone is at home, you just go, can you write for me? I've come at 6. Now, assume there's fire within the building. What happens? You write in the notepad, right? It goes. Then you don't even know how many people are in the building. For us, at every point, we know how many people are in the building, how many cars are outside, and what time at the end of the month we're able to analyze. And again, with those analytics, so assuming you've given access to someone that is a cleaner. So a cleaner is supposed to come at around 6, but the other employees are coming at around 8. So they come at 6 and clean. What if you pick up that this screener is in the building at the MD's wing at midnight? We should be able to array it. If they are writing in your notepad, are you able to pick that information? So, we're able to put the patterns, because we've got all this data, that now we can pull a number of systems. So as of now, we're putting the data from your facial recognition from the card, but we also want to go into putting from the CCTVs, where we can pull all this data and be able to analyze the patterns from there. So these are the things that we're able to do within the building. And that data, we're using AI, you should be able now to look at the patterns and say, no, 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 this person is not supposed to go on this side. Why is he on that side? When we move from here, I'm very sure that we need to upgrade most of your systems, right? Like I said, if maybe I move a bit back, when your cars are coming in, we've picked the time that the car comes in, right? You've gone, you've parked your car, you come into the building. The system that we have has got also the billing side of it, which we haven't, as of now, we haven't activated, because I don't want you guys to be paying when you come and park. But where can we use this? If you've got a bit of a mall, you should be able to say, this one is coming to park here, maybe for 1 hour, this is the amount that is within the building here. I think we should be asking ourselves, why can't we do this on a higher scale? So the future of access control, the way we look at it, we're looking at the monitoring part of it, because where we're going now, I think some of you know that we have another office complex project in Branta. So we want to start putting the data from all these, the office in Tanzania, and the 2 offices in Zambia, in Mozambique. We pull all that data, and we should be able to analyze the data that we're having. And when we go into that, I think there are other discussions that are able to come up, which we're trying to see how best they can be resolved. Like we talk about data sovereignty. So if you're putting the data from Zambia, what does the Data Protection Act for Zambia says? And all those, but we still looking at it and say, how do we analyze it? But we've got our own data center within that will be able to do most of the stuff that we're looking at. And as we're moving forward, we're also looking at it within the building. There are some places that will not allow you to go.